There were some scientists trying to figure out the Sasquatch riddle. Then they figured out it was a missing link. In search of Sasquatch, that was a kick-ass in search of, with Leonard Nimoy kicking out the jams. Ha! He captured imaginations of people all around the globe. His name was Sasquatch, so I'm told. His legend's ancient in the ancient scribe of the Indian trade. Apache tribe.
Scientists have proven that the Sasquatch is real. Take a look at the plaster cast of his foot, now you know he's real. Listen real close to the audio tape, not human, now you know he's real. Couldn't be a man in gorilla suit, no fucking way, now you know he's real. Real, 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 really real, real.
Don't take this personally, because it's not about your playing.
No, dude, your drumming is kick-ass. It's just that the D, it's always just been me and KG.
And we're just not comfortable being a power trio.
I hope there's no hard feelings.
We know your legend's real. Sasquatch. We know your love is real. Sasquatch. You and Tenacious D are real.
One day at midnight, the sun was so bright, the moon had no light that I could see. This big old Sasquatch said he was top-notch at playing hopscotch way up in a tree. So I bet my wristwatch that big old Sasquatch could never play hopscotch way up in a tree. Now there's a Sasquatch up in a tree crotch. He's got my wristwatch and he's laughing at me. I told the Mounties throughout the counties to put some bounties all over BC and stop the Sasquatch from playing hopscotch till he gives my wristwatch right back to me. Then Corporal Savern, he found a tavern in an empty cavern where the sun don't shine. And he found that Sasquatch drinking blue blotch, wearing a wristwatch, looking just like mine. So he asked the Sasquatch where he got the wristwatch. That big old Sasquatch, he began to lie. Said he got the wristwatch from playing hopscotch up in a tree crotch with a stupid old guy. So the Mountie told him he could never hold him. He'd have to scold him for doing no harm. So they played some hopscotch until the Sasquatch had the Mountie's wristwatch on his other arm. Now all the Mounties throughout the counties, they're placing bounties all over the land. And that big old Sasquatch, he won't feel top-notch when they get their Sasquatch like they get their man. 'Cause if that Sasquatch keeps playing hopscotch. There won't be a wristwatch 4 miles around, 'cause he'll play hopscotch till he gets your wristwatch up in that tree crotch, and he'll never come down. So don't play hopscotch near any old tree crotch until that old watch-stealing, big-feeling hopscotch and Sasquatch is found.
Way up in the north woods and deep in the dark pine that blacken the mountains of the Cascade Range, they still tell the tales of an Indian legend. Sasquatch is the legend, Bigfoot is the name. The Indians claim he's the missing link that fits in the gap of the evolution chain. You can make your mind up when you've heard the story. Sasquatch is the story, Bigfoot is the name. You can ride from Canada to Northern California, all up and down the Cascade Range. But if you go alone, friend, I'm here to warn you. Look out for the thing with a Bigfoot name. Look out for the thing with a Bigfoot name. From out of the Yakima Indian Reservation, a young cowboy and an Indian came to hunt in the mountains of Northern California. Proof was the purpose, Bigfoot was the game. Now young Roger Patterson ran a small string of horses, and he lived in the foothills in a cabin with his wife. He knew that many secrets were hidden in these mountains, and he had heard the legend of Bigfoot for most all his life. You can ride from Canada to Northern California, all up and down the Cascade Range. But if you go alone, friend, I'm here to warn you. Look out for the thing with a Bigfoot name. Look out for the thing with a Bigfoot name. 9 years ago, while running wild horses, deep in the mountains with an old Indian friend, he ran across a huge, very huge footprint, and this is where the hunt for the Bigfoot man began. To town and back they went, and they made a plaster cast, 18 inches long from heel to the toe, and from the print that it made, they guessed that it must have weighed 700 pounds or so. You can ride from Canada to Northern California, all up and down the Cascade Range. But if you go alone, friend, I'm here to warn you. Look out for the thing with a Bigfoot name. Look out for the thing with a Bigfoot name. Now the facts they put together sent chills right up their spines, and the search for a lot more information began. And when they told the story and showed these plaster prints, they only grew laughs from strangers as well as friends. Now up through the years, they found a lot more footprints, and they gathered sworn statements from a lot of decent-minded folks. But when they took these facts up to the educated experts, it was all disregarded and branded as a hoax. You can ride from Canada to Northern California, all up and down the Cascade Range. But if you go alone, friend, I'm here to warn you. Look out for the thing with a Bigfoot name. Look out for the thing with a Bigfoot name. Now it become a challenge to Roger and the Indian to gather more proof and to bring it all forth and show the whole wide world that this Bigfoot man is alive today and living in the mountains to the north. And for years they gathered a lot of signed statements and tapes from people who had seen Bigfoot or his tracks. But still no sightings and no filmed photographs, and they knew they must bring a lot better proof back. You can ride from Canada to Northern California, all up and down the Cascade Range. But if you go alone, friend, I'm here to warn you. Look out for the thing with a Bigfoot name. Look out for the thing with a Bigfoot name.